Hello everyone. It's so good to be back. And now, just for the record here, my name is Kat. And I have a message. Now, for all of you that are first-time callers, you start... Okay, apologize. You guys start at getting 10 minutes for $10. The regular price is $29.90. Now, the discount code for that is $10. Now, for 20 minutes, you would pay $20. The regular price for that is $59.80. You would use the discount code of $20. Now, for 30 minutes, you would pay $30. The regular price for a normal 30-minute reading would be $89.70. For that package, you would use the discount code of $30. Now, with all of you first-time callers, you get 5 additional minutes free. Okay? So, we have new things coming up, and I know you're going to be hearing me shuffling the cards and going forward. Okay, now let us take a look and here we go. We start off tonight with the King of Pentacles. Now, this is a card that speaks of strength, definite maturity, and your own sense of wealth. Okay? Now, what follows is the Five of Swords, which means you are very much afraid if you make the wrong move or you say the wrong thing. Hello, Zuba. How are you? What's on your mind tonight, dear? I look forward to your questions, and we'll go from there. All right. Now, I'm sure you can hear me. I am shuffling the cards and going forward. Okay, here we go. Now, Two of Swords. This is going to be interesting for you. You appear to be trying to do some basic mediation. That comes down to someone is asking you to kind of oversee an argument and help settle it. Should be interesting because I think you're good at that, even though you may not like it. Okay? You use sound judgment, and you're very smart. You do know how to use information, and it works well for you. All right? And then finally, we have the Page of Cups. This is a strong indication that you tend to be a gentle person. So you're always trying to look out for what you say, hoping to not hurt anyone, their feelings or anything else, and yet get your point across. So this weekend should be very interesting for you. I think you're going to be happier this weekend. This is pretty strong. So now we have what question do you have for me today? Because you're going to find I can be pretty good. I've been doing this for a long time. So, let's see here. All right. 8 of Pentacles. Again, the King of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Well, this would be a strong indication of a strengthening in love. It would be strong. Part of you is going to be saying, look at what I can do. Look at where I am. It's not about pride or going overboard. It's you're wanting somebody to notice your accomplishments. So it's actually very good. Because I don't know if anybody out there can relate to that, but sometimes when you've done a lot and you just keep getting passed over as far as any kind of recognition as to what you can do or what you've done, this is good. It's very good. It says you're finally ready to speak out on your behalf. So you've gained enough inner strength to do this. All right? King of Pentacles, again, this would be a mature person. This is saying, I know what I'm wanting. I know I can do this. Give me a chance. And then the final card up being the Ace of Cups. And this is going, okay, I'm ready for the next big thing. I'm ready to create something new and, yes, emotional. So it's like whoever you're in love with or are involved with, either way, it's as though you're saying, I really do love this person. Now, that can even be yourself that you're talking about. You really love you. And that's okay too. All right? So, you're doing all kinds of good things. All right? You're going to see things are truly progressing. All right? So, keep going forward. And we will notice, and it will happen whether you're aware of it or not. Okay? This is where things change, and it generally is for the better. So, this works. Okay? You'll like it. It's a little scary sometimes, but you'll like it. Okay. And we have new things happening. Let's see here what we come up with. And here I go, shuffling my cards. Now again, for those of you who don't know me, I have been doing this for almost 61 years. I used to help my mother as a very small child, 3 years old, find things. Mind you, most of the time I didn't even know what it was that she was looking for. But she'd ask me, and I would point or I'd go to it. So it was very interesting. But that's how I grew up. So we have, okay, King of Cups, Six of Wands, and then the Fool card. All right. So what this is saying is that you are the one that is more in control of your emotions than kind of the average person. Okay? And that's good. You stand pretty firm in what you believe, what you know, and who you are. And that says a lot. All right? Then on top of that, you get the Six of Wands after it, which says, I am ready to be noticed. I've got my best clothes on, and I am going to stand out in a good way. And you hold your head up, and you do your thing. And it goes over very well. Because out of this, you end up with the Fool card. Now, the Fool card does not mean you're a fool. No. What it means is you're ready to take a chance on something or someone. And that could even be yourself. Okay? It says you're ready to be adventurous, set out on whatever journey, whether it's a career change, life change, you're going through a relationship change. It's like anything that you've been wanting but have been afraid to do, this is now the time to come forward and do that. And once you do, you're going to find things work very well. All right? It's great. Because you're going to really be strutting your stuff, dear. And I mean that literally, whether you're male or female or it's just here. It's strong. Okay? So you're going to notice some good things happening. All right? So, on for the next 3 cards. And now, here I go, shuffling my cards again. I seem to do that a lot. Okay. And now we have, coming up, we have the, Knight of Cups. You really do protect your heart. The Eight of Swords. Yes, it's time to get yourself out of a predicament. But the outcome is good. You have the Empress. This is saying whoever is in your life is actually going to step up and not really cater to you, but give to you freely and openly. And it's for your better as well as theirs. So whatever is going on in your life, you're going to notice somebody strongly paying attention to you. And that's going to make a huge difference. That would be in how you view your life, how you feel, whether it's your career choice, even just simply how you look any one day. It's going to matter to you. And yes, you are a little bit of particular, protective of whatever it is that's going on relating to your heart. Okay? So that would be your love, your life, your joy, all of that. Okay? So you're doing really good. And now, let's see here. What message can I give? Because you are about to be given kind of, I think, a little bit of an eye-opener. Yep, here it comes. Judgment. Followed by the Eight of Pentacles. And then the Four of Swords. Okay. So what that boils down to, either yourself or someone in your circle is saying, are you going to hurt me, to someone else? And so yes, a little bit of judgmental stuff going on. At the same time, there is at least somewhat of a reason behind it. So yeah, because you've been burned before. So you're looking, at a new boss maybe, and you're going, are you going to hurt me or are you going to help me? Okay. From what I'm looking at here, they're going to help you. And they're going to help you excel at whatever it is that you're doing. All right? End result, you can actually start to relax. Take it easy. It's time to just let yourself kind of go limp and keep going. Okay? It's going to be all right. I think you'll be happy. I know it's a little maybe nerve-wracking right now, but ultimately, it looks like you are going to be very happy. Okay? And so, going forward, let's go. And now with my readings, I don't just go by the tarot cards. I do, at times anyway, I pick up the emotional surrounding both you and the tarot card. And it makes sense to me. So I do try to understand both your questions and my answers so that everything flows just as smoothly as possible. Now, with this last 3 cards I've pulled, it starts out with the Five of Swords, which again, here you are, maybe a little bit afraid of getting hurt, having a problem that you may not be able to handle, things along that line. So be aware. Don't panic just yet. No, don't panic. Because you're going to find things are going to be okay. All right? The next card up is the High Priestess. Now, this is somebody who is very intuitive, very natural, and oddly enough, even if it takes a moment to kind of work through how you think, you would be kind of that all-knowing type of person. So this is kind of like you walk into a room and you stop and you're going, all right, this is a very tense room. What is going on? Well, that would be the High Priestess talking to you. That's her saying, pay attention, things are going on. You can't always back out of the room, or you can go in and maybe try to shift some of that energy. Okay? So that can make a big difference. And then the final card up is the Nine of Cups. Well, to me, this is saying that you've got quite a talent for seeing how people are, how they react. And it's not always to you. It's just like you can watch the room and you're going, okay, that person is going to do that. This one over here is going to do this. And you can watch it all play out. You're very intuitive. You pick up on, again, the emotions and feelings that are going on in the room. So, and this includes a mate, a different family member, even a child. It's like it involves anyone that you are in relatively close contact with. All right? And yes, that person may vary. You may have several, kind of all at once, or one at a time. That just kind of makes a varied way of looking at how talented you can be. All right? So, going forward again, and we have and you hear me shuffling, and let's go. Okay. Here we are. Ready for 3 more cards. Okay. Well, we start out with the 8 of Wands. Again, you're turning a corner and you're making some moves. Things are going to be going pretty good for you right now. We follow that up with the 5 of Pentacles. Now, this is either yourself or someone you know that is wanting, I get it's someone you know that is wanting to get your attention. And that person is saying, pay attention to me. I need your attention. Please let me through. Let me in. Let me do this. And it's like, okay. Once they get in, they may not find that they want to be there. But that's okay. That was their choice. Ultimately, you get the 2 of Swords again. And this is you kind of being the deciding vote in an argument or a disagreement. And with this, you're going to find, whoever you're doing this with is actually, hi, Meow Meow. How are you? How are yours? It is a good night tonight so far. Thank you. And so you have a question. So I'm going to ask, do you have an interesting person? Ah, that is you. Okay. Well, the quickest way to do that, so that you're not sad all the time, try and bring in, like bright flowers into the home or into your room. And if that doesn't work, you can, as strange as it may sound, picture rainbows. Rainbows tend to make everybody smile and feel good. On top of that, another thing that I do is I burn candles. Different colors mean different things. You would want to focus more on the pinks, yellow, even orange, as far as candles or colors go. Yellow is obviously it's color of the sun, so that automatically right there would tend to help pick up your spirit. Orange is for good business, level head, and green is always good. Brings in a sense of foundation and roots. Good. You're going to have rainbows. All right. Rainbows are great. How many times have you ever thought of wishing on a rainbow just to see what bright future you have? What does cupcake scented candle mean? Well, it depends on the colors. If you've got pink, it's affection. Light blue is spiritual. Purple or lavender is, I think, warmth. Red is passion. Let's see, green is, again, foundational. Yeah. All of those things, when you look at a cupcake scented candle, that just means that you're bringing out kind of the childhood joy into your life. And it is meant to make you smile. It's in between white and yellow. Okay, vanilla colored. All right, that's good. Honesty and purity. Again, it's just a way of saying you are special. You are a bright light. I think, white, any shade of white is always a great color, and even scented. It, again, I don't know if you were raised with a house full of baked goods, but vanilla used in cooking always made us think sweetness and happiness and joy and that kind of thing. So yes, coloring is, yeah, it means all of that. It means bring out the good. You're ready. I think it's good. I love candles. I made candles for a while. That wasn't until I broke my wrist. But yes, I made my own candles. So I used a lot of scents with them. So it's amazing. You would not think of some of this, but to set a color in a candle that you're making, you want to use just a little bit of black wax. It sets the color. Yeah, I made candles. For 2 years, I had my license. Candles by Cat. Yeah. I sold them to my colleagues, and I sold a few to family, and it was fun. I learned how to make beeswax candles. Whips and knives, okay? Well, that's interesting. You know, everyone has their thing. Candles are fun. You do have to be careful, because that's how I broke my wrist. I let the water dry up in the kettle, and I slipped when I put to pour water into the kettle. It just kind of exploded, and water went everywhere. I landed on the floor. So, and knitting, I did that as a 4-year-old, but I couldn't, either I lost interest or I couldn't keep up with it. I couldn't tell you how to knit well now. So I've done a little bit of, I think, just about everything. So life has been interesting. I have been, according to my parents, I have been at least a touch in all but, Alaska, Hawaii, Maine. Yeah, only 3 states in the United States. Yeah. Oh, water went everywhere. Everywhere. It was it just kind of all blew up. So, yeah, when water landed on the floor and I'm rushing around trying to clean up, I fell. So, yeah, that's about the time I quit making candles, because it was too difficult after that with the broken wrist. So, but yes, I did it. I had mold and everything. I had a candle mold that when you took the candle out of it, it looked like a castle. I mean, with turrets and pinpoints, or, tip points. Yeah. It looked just like a castle. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I also used to help my now late ex-husband helping him reload bullets for his guns. Yeah, I've done a lot of strange things in my life. So, yes, I think cupcake candles are great. Also, according to this, whatever it is that you're trying to really plan, try not to try so hard. One of the cards that I just pulled is the Two of Wands. And that says you could plot and plan and strategize the whole thing. And what ends up happening is something you hadn't even planned on. So it's, try not to plan too much. Take it a little bit at a time. Okay? It'll work. Also, you do tend to protect yourself. You don't let a lot of people in as to the total person that you are. Cool. I think that's great. I love candles. Absolutely love them. That was one thing. My mom and my sister painted. I have shirts. I have different things that my mother painted. My sister did actual, like, oil painting, although it was acrylic. Me, I went into the candles. So it was, as I say, it was kind of fun. So smile, picture your rainbows, and light your candles, and I think you'll have a much better day. All right? Because you're going to do great. Now, what on earth were the whips for? Because I only had what was called a quirt, which is a very small whip that I used when I was horseback riding. It's just, yeah. As I say, I've done quite a bit. Also, another thing you might try to not be sad is picture funny animals. Look at some of the antics about the cats. Oh, you're welcome. I always care. That's me. I am a mama cat, after all. Oh, no. It's all right. You're going to see. Your mood will lighten and get better. Okay? I look at it right after I get up. I'll turn on the internet and I'll look at goofy animal videos. Just to be able to laugh. And then I can start my day. And Meow Meow, I thank you for that. Oh, you did a circus. Or, nah, you didn't do a circus. But you knew people that did. And my dear, I'm not the only one that's lovely. I think you are pretty awesome. You're great. And I would never have called myself lovely. I am definitely, I'm too sharp. I need to gentle myself up a bit. You'll enjoy. I look at cats. This morning, that's what I did. watching cats and dogs interact is just hysterical to me. And they always put a smile on my face. You can't be unhappy. Not when you're watching cats and dogs. Of course, there was one with a funny horse laugh. But that's okay. At any rate, I've also got here, and they could be pretty inventive themselves. So, you're going to share something. Oh! Oh my goodness! How awesome for you! I think that's fabulous! I have never known anyone that has done what you've done. That is great. Oh, I bet you have fun. I think you still have fun, even if it's just remembering all of that. Yeah. It's okay. It's great to have fun. I think you're going to find somebody around you that doesn't know all of this about you. And they're going to be amazed, happy as can be. I think you have moments when you're funny now, all right? Oh, yes. You may do it somewhat privately, but I think you have moments when you're still quite funny. I know it's horrible having to grow up. That's one thing I just never could understand. Is why did you have to grow up? It's too much fun being a kid. So, as adults, we could bring that energy in every now and then. That might make a difference. I cannot even come close to doing cartwheels. I did that, oh Lordy, all through my parents' front yard. Cartwheel after cartwheel. Can't do that anymore. But remembering it, well, make me smile. So, and what on earth are you trying to accomplish? Again, somebody is going to notice something, and you're going to be acknowledged in a great way. They were fun doing cartwheels, and I couldn't do it now if my life depended on it. Oh, I'm sorry. I used to be able to do the splits. Couldn't get me to do that again now. The things I did. But I think over everything, it was riding my horses. Geographic kind of strut your stuff, which just says, yeah, I did that. It was fun. I did this, and I'll do it again. it's like you get, not bragging, but it's like you get to talk about yourself in a way that people, I guess, don't expect. And consequently, you come out looking great. Almost perfect. It's good. It is incredibly good for you. And you will piece it all together. You'll get through something that has been very tough. That is shown here with the Three of Swords. You have been feeling hurt, kind of down. With me, sometimes it's the weather that does that. But, no, things are going to be turning around for you quite nicely. And I'd say all of this would occur maybe between now and, say, Wednesday this coming week. So I think you're going to get turned around. Just in your own mind, in your own heart. The other thing, sometimes I do kind of like a banishment, which is just saying when I've had enough of feeling down, it's like, off with you. I'm tired of it. No, you don't get to come here anymore. The depression, sometimes that'll help. The only catch with that is you've got to be able to recognize. Hello, Ishika. How are you? It is great to meet you. And do you have a question? Because I know if you've been listening, I've been going through a lot of things that I've done in my lifetime. So, nothing will surprise me, hurt me, or scare me. Oh my! That's a harsh day. But you know what? There's a couple of things you can do and just keep yourself kind of occupied. And I'm doing fine. I think you're going to come through this. Hot water bottle, place it on your belly. Heating pad, sometimes that stuff will help. Not focusing on the pain, because the pain will pass. Okay? You're going to find it. It's not going to take very long. You're doing great. Okay? I know it's tough. Oh, I feel for you. Yeah. It's great getting the chance to talk with you, work with you. All right. You're welcome. All right. The universe. And Sanat, is that your boyfriend, husband? I know he's pretty important to you. What is the connection? Oh. Well, darling, wow. You have been with Sanat, I would say, several different times in many lifetimes. So it's working through some of the pain, maybe, yeah, it's working through some of the pain of him leaving and doing the forgiving. But the connection here is trying to get your lifetimes, well, let's just say coordinated. The 3 cards I pulled for that answer, first card up was the Wheel. This is your lives. Keep circling back around to each other because nothing has really been completed, okay? Then you get the 5 of Swords. You're both afraid of being hurt. Oh my goodness. Well, I tell you, with these cards, they speak the truth. Okay, now the final card up is the Star card. So it basically says, every time you and Sanat come back around, even if it's just for a day, it's like, you've got to get it right. You've got to get this resolved. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to keep happening. So this is something, basically, I believe he was given to you to awaken something in you that is going to make you into the person that you dream yourself being. Okay? So he's there to help you. It may not be the love of your life, but that's his purpose in your life. So I want you to think about something. Every time he has come around, have you felt, before that, have you felt the kind of the same way? Down in the dumps, not feeling good about yourself. And then he shows up, and that turns around. Well, the message he's trying to give you is, think of yourself in a good way, because you are a good person. Think of yourself as somebody worthwhile. And then you'll be able to accomplish it. So I think that's overall, all these lifetimes that you've been together, this is his message to you. Okay? Does that make sense? Maybe? Because I think you're both afraid of being hurt. And honestly, I don't know of anyone that really likes to be hurt. But that's what's going on here. He's showing you your inner light. Yeah. Great. I think, yeah. You know what's really weird? Is I believe, now that we've kind of touched on this at least, he may not have to come back around much. Once you've got this message, he's done his job. And then you can move on to actually having a great relationship with someone who is terrific for you, with you, And that's going to make the difference. That's his role. Okay? That is awesome. He's helping you change. But it's a change you've wanted. So, congratulations, you found a soulmate. And yes, the average person can have hundreds of soulmates. So no, you cannot marry and divorce hundreds of soulmates. So yes, they fit every walk of life. Friend, family, enemy, mate, teacher, anybody, okay? Soulmates are not just somebody you marry. So, with Sanat, you found a soulmate, and he's there to guide you. So enjoy. This journey's going to be great. Yes! Now you just have to decide what you want to do with it. And according to this, whoever you're in a relationship with, you're going to really begin to enjoy that relationship. And if you haven't started it yet, that's about to happen. Because it looks like you may have a choice of two people. I think you're going to have a great life. Gotta say, I think you just turned a corner. And here's something interesting. By having done this, you are now placing yourself in a position that you can reach the goal that you've wanted for a long time. So you're going to accomplish something that I think you just dreamt about, but didn't know if you had the ability to do it. And that's your goal. No, I know it's been tough. But you're on the road to recovery. And I see things changing. I think, yeah, nothing happens overnight. You know that. But, yeah, because I fully believe that you are about ready to turn that corner and see some good. Not just in those around you, but in you. Now, oh my goodness. Do you know? Not to scare you or do anything kind of against maybe what you've grown up to thinking. According to this, at some point in your life, You may have been a witch. A good witch, but a witch. And you still have that magic ability in you, which is why I bring it up. You know how instinctively to manifest things, to make things happen. Okay, well, that's what I'm telling you. I think it may be a little scary, but kind of do a few little tests just for your own sake. You don't have to tell anybody. But that's simply when the phone rings. Before you look at it, is it male or female? Do you know them or do you not? And see how often you're right. Because this indicates you've got the magician here, okay? This tells me that you understand a type of magic. Yeah, you are. And that's what's coming up. Yes. Oh, I get chills. Oh, my little barometer is going up and down my back. You're right. Yes, that's what we're talking about. I believe at some point in your ancient history, not your blood lineage, but your ancient history, that you have been a witch. And you were very accurate and very good. And you're continuing that. Now, you can do things that are good for you, but ultimately, the best way to do this is you consistently do something good for someone else without expecting to be paid or given something in return. You do it when it's from the heart, and you're going to get back what you're giving out. Get this, tenfold. I'm sorry, I need to correct that. Threefold. When you do something bad intentionally to harm someone, that's what you get back 10 times or tenfold. So, yeah, you don't want to do the harmful thing. But knowing that you're doing the right thing, you don't really need to be rewarded. You just want to know that you've done the best you can for that other person. And that's what makes a good witch. All right? So, you know how to manifest things. You know how to create things. And your group that is into witchcraft or witches, they can help you. You just want to make sure they don't take you down the more negative pathway with that, okay? So you do need to be careful. Put your little screen on so that your little radar thing goes off if there's somebody that isn't good in your group or in a group. So, because there are people out there that do witchcraft for not good things. So, be careful, all right? But this is showing for you. And the more you use it for good, the more you actually get back. Yeah. So it makes a huge difference. Yeah. You can do it. And I just noticed we are actually out of time. I have to sign off for tonight. But you know what? It's been great talking with you, Ishika. And I do look forward to having future conversations with you. and check out your psychic abilities. I think you're going to be happy and amazed at them. Okay? So, thank you for popping in here, and I enjoyed meeting with you, doing your readings, and I hope you've had fun too. Okay? So, take care. I will be back next week. Thank you, and goodbye.